Hello friends, I am Sneha Savla. I am an audiologist and speech language pathologist. Welcome to Sparkling Activities. On this YouTube channel, we share different creative and innovative activities using simple and easily available household objects, and we post a video every Wednesday. So as you all can see, these spoons are basically the objects that I'm going to share activities with you all in this particular video. So let's get started. So for our very first activity, we require spoons of different types. So I'm going to use spoons which are of different types, and the spoons are basically going to be sorted on the basis of their eating part. So this is the eating part of the spoon, and I'm going to do a sorting activity on the basis of this eating part. So what I'm going to do is, I'm keeping these three plates over here. This is one type of a spoon that I have. This is the other type of the spoon that I have, and there is a third category of the spoon. So all these spoons have a different eating part. So I have to now see the spoon. So suppose I take this spoon which has a flat eating part. So it does not match to this category, nor does it match to this category, because this eating part has a different kind of a posture. So basically you will see that the design over here is different, and this matches with this eating part. So this is an ice cream spoon which has a flat eating part. So then I am going to keep it over here. So in a similar manner, I have to see all the eating parts and accordingly do the sorting activity. In the previous video, we had shown your sorting activity on the basis of the stem of the spoon. For today's video, we are showing you all this activity, which is a sorting activity and a matching activity based on the eating part of the spoon. So this was our activity number 1. Now let's move on to activity number 2. For activity number 2, you are going to require 2 plates, one plate which will be smaller in size and one plate which will be bigger in size. Along with that, you will require 2 spoons which are bigger in size and 2 smaller spoons. So what I am going to do is, I am going to make a snowman figure over here, and I will make it in the direction that you all can see it in the correct manner. So this is the small plate that I am keeping over here, and this is the bigger plate which I am keeping over here. Now this is a timed activity. Basically you have to set a time of 1 minute, and at the end of 1 minute you have to count how many figures you were able to make successfully. So this is the small spoon which I am keeping between this small and the bigger plate. So this is the hand of the snowman, and we are going to use the bigger spoons to make the legs of the snowman. So this is the figure that we are making. At the end of 1 minute, you have to count such figures. So this is a complete figure which has the face, the body, 2 hands and 2 legs of the snowman. So at the end of 1 minute, suppose you have an incomplete figure like this, you are not going to count that figure. So you have to count the number of figures that your child was able to make successfully at the end of 1 minute. So this was our activity number 2. Now let's move on to activity number 3. For activity number 3, I am using these fried peanuts. Along with that, I am using a spoon which is the soup spoon. So what you have to do is, you have to balance this spoon between the 2 fingers. We generally play a lemon spoon or a marble and spoon game. So in that, what we do is, we balance the spoon between our lips or our teeth. Instead of that, we are going to balance the spoon between the index finger and the middle finger. So this is how I am going to balance the spoon. Now the spoon may not remain completely straight, it may tilt down a bit, and that's why we are using this spoon which is the soup spoon. I am keeping this fried peanut on the spoon. I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then I have to basically, without moving my hand or without touching my spoon to my mouth, I have to eat that peanut. So this activity helps your child also to develop the weighting skills and the balance skills as well. So this was our activity number 3. Now let's move on to activity number 4. For activity number 4, I require these spoons which are the very simple spoons that we have. We are going to make a design on the basis of these spoons. So what I am going to do is, Suppose I keep this first spoon on the table in this manner, which is the vertical manner. There is some kind of a gap which remains between the table and the spoon. So what I have to do is, I have to take the next spoon and pass it through the gap which is there between the table and the spoon in this manner. So the spoon that I have kept already should not move. So the second spoon is in the horizontal manner. Now comes the third spoon, which is in the vertical manner. Now as you can see, this spoon was moving a bit. So basically you have to be very careful, and accordingly you have to make this design. So this activity also helps you focus on your attention. You are going to concentrate on the ongoing activity for a longer period of time. So again, a very simple and fun activity, and something that I'm sure your children will really enjoy a lot. So these were our 4 different activities for today. I hope you all liked the activities. Please go and check out our previous videos as well. They have a lot of fun and interesting activities. So please do like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, Sparkling Activities. I will see you all next Wednesday with another object and interesting activities. Happy playing!